Yes, people, Arc Raider old time here. So Arc Raiders has lost 45% of its players already at this point. Where are they going next? What does this mean for Arc Raiders? Am I being a Debbie Downer? No, it's me. You know, Arc Raiders is my shit. But what I am doing is trying to present something different for an Arc Raider channel. Rather than just streaming Arc Raiders and not delving into the meat, I like to think we go a bit deeper at this 100% Arc Raiders channel. So, Arc Raiders. Are people abandoning it?
That video came out 3 days ago. I think at the same day or around that, Arc Raiders published something. Where is it? Did they say something? No, not here. Maybe here? No. Okay. So, it's not here. But they said they reached 15 million copies sold. So the notion that 45% of the gamers are gone is not true. Also, where is it? Yeah, right there. Do you see this chat? Yes, it's down. It's as far down as it was over here in December. Oh, what happens? Oh, is it dying? No, it's not. Game came out. People loved it. Oh my god, this is so amazing. Oh my god, we love it, we love it, we love it. We have done basically everything. This is kind of getting boring. Yeah, we have done everything. We have done... oh, something new comes out. Oh, is it good? It's kind of fun. It's good. It's... Oh my god, it's great. It's awesome. It's awesome. We have already done everything. This is... yeah. Yeah, what should we do? It's kind of getting boring. And remember, this is all while having record sales. Record sales. And we are now at a down because people have done everything. People have done everything. The next expedition is about to start at the end of this month. It's going out on the 1st of March. People have done everything. There hasn't been any actual new content since Cold Snap, and Cold Snap ended around here. No, actually, yes, here in January, around here, and that's where it went down because Cold Snap was over. By the way, Cold Snap, amazing. I love it. My Cold Snap so far was my favorite thing about the game. While it was on, 90+% of my raids were in Cold Snap. And I'm not joking, that was literally all I was doing the entire time. But you can see the players have not gone anywhere. I mean, some definitely have left, but there were more people coming into the game than left. So what he's saying is absolutely not true. But let's, watch the video.
If they are, where are they going next? Am I talking completely out of my rear end? Yes, well, I know you're going to say that anyway. Relax. Let's talk. So trust me, I know how big Arc Raiders is. I love it. I'm constantly playing it. I've got over 200 hours in the game. But I also do like to speak about what's happening next with Arc Raiders. Where are we going? What are the problems people are facing? And eventually, at some point, Arc Raiders is going to die down. The hype is going to die down. What happens then? Where do people go then? So let's talk about it. The Arc Raider old timer. If you appreciate these videos, if you appreciate somebody...
Yes, of course, some players will leave. I can guarantee you that at least some of the PvP players will leave for Marathon. Just because Marathon is literally made for PvP, while Arc Raiders is not. Literally, Arc Raiders is not made for PvP. That's literally what the developers say. It's not made for PvP. Its focus is PvE. And the PvP is attached to it. To give it... To not make it horribly boring. That's also why a PvE only mode will not work. People will be bored out of their mind. And the game would die in a short time, literally. It would.
Trying to do something a little bit different in the Arc Raiders space rather than just PvP live streams. Trying to get you to think, different discussion topics. Please click that like button. Check out how you can support the channel in the description. I do really appreciate it. So it launched 3 months ago, the big extraction shooter. As it stands today, it's down 45% from its peak. Now, I'm not saying that's, you know, like a criminal.
That doesn't matter. If it's not on its peak anymore, that doesn't matter. That was when everyone was totally excited about this game, and it died down. Of course it died down. That's how things go. Now, can it go up, back up there? Sure. Just something big has to happen for the game. A huge update with a massive content. It will be back up. It's possible. It doesn't have to be that way, but it can. And so why crying? I mean, I can... Do I need to look? Look, just look. That's a completely normal cycle of a healthy game. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down. That's just how live service games work. You have the same in Path of Exile 1 and 2. Just a little more extreme. A little. More like a lot.
Bad number, but it's just something to observe. So I did look at some of the statistics, tried to put it all together, and tried to work out where Arc Raiders could be going and where players might be going. So right now, the numbers are telling a story. Launch peak, November 2025, over 465,000 players. At this point of recording this video, it's 142,718.
Yeah, and it will go up. Of course, it will go up again. When a new map comes out somewhere this month, that might be a reason it goes all the way up again, because people want to see the new map. And there's also a new arc that's coming out, and a new weather condition. Those 3 things might make the player count go back up again. That's not hard to believe.
Concurrent players. So you might think, oh, in January, you know, the numbers come back, it's fine. But that 30-day average is still sort of down 45% from its like peak, right? And if you look right at this moment right now, it's 142,000 concurrent players. That's a 69% drop from the peak if you look at it at the time of recording this right now.
You know what? That's Steam, Epic Game Store, PS5, Xbox Series X, and GeForce Now. So this is just one data point. An important one, because I can guarantee you this is where the most people are. But it's only 1 point in the graph. And the player numbers have gone up. We know that because they have sold 15 million copies. They're the #1 seller in for I don't PC games and somewhere. Or overall, I don't remember. I think overall. So worrying about the player count doesn't really matter when they are literally crushing their sales basically every month. Remember, in January, they said, oh my god, we have sold 12 million copies. And in December, they were at 10 million. So 2 million more. And now already 3 million more within 1 month. That's a lot. So this does not tell a story about how many players there are. It's just how many players are there on a specific point. And yes, some players don't play 24/7, like me. I don't. I have, how many hours do I have in the game? Not even 200. I am somewhere in those numbers, but not all the time. And that's what a lot of people do, you know? If you have a job and if you are married and if you have kids, you don't play every day. It's not possible. And even if you play every day, not an entire day. That's what we have to focus on. This is just, you know, normal numbers. People have lives. They don't play all the time. And sometimes, you know, a game gets boring because you have done everything. And then something new comes into the game and, oh, excitement again. And then you come back.
So I looked around some of the forums, looked around Reddit, looked around the gaming articles, what people are saying, even looked in my own Facebook group, Ark Raiders Old Timers Club, just seeing what people are talking about. And I think one problem is the cheating epidemic.
Yes.
It's a big issue for a lot of, mostly...
Number one, I agree. Number two, I think I've never run into cheaters because I don't do PvP. I think cheating is almost, I would say, 90% PvP player problem.
Moaning streamers, I will say, but it is an issue, right? I'm not going to lie, it is an issue. Stream sniping is real. For some streamers, I believe it does happen. For other streamers, I believe they just get killed and use it as an excuse. But there are some of the big streamers like Shroud and whatnot have been saying that, oh, I'm going to leave. This is it. This is it. I'm getting tired of the cheating. Sure. I'm going to leave. Sometimes I hear them and I think it's just entitled streamers having a hissy fit, bullying the devs, you know. Other times I think it doesn't affect other people because we're not in those sort of sweaty lobbies. It's only the streamers with the thousands and millions of views, personal issues with the cheating and the stream sniping, right? But I understand that it's still a legitimate problem to them. So the cheating epidemic is a problem. Right, yeah. The second problem I'm seeing is these server issues. The game's been getting hit with coordinated DDoS attacks and players are losing loadouts, rubber banding, there's lag spikes. The developers have literally told people don't log in during the worst of it. So just think about grinding for ages and ages, getting all that nice purple gear and then boom, that's it, you've lost it. And the third problem is
Yes, but getting gear in this game is extremely easy. And I really mean extremely easy. In the first week of this season, I upgraded my stash completely and I immediately ran out of stash space because there's so much loot going on. It's not hard to get loot at all. Unless you want power cells from the matriarch or the queen and stuff like that, then yeah, that's harder. But not because it's so hard to kill them, it's so hard because there are so many people. And you don't get loot.
Probably the community division. This is the one that I see the most. PvE versus PvP. This is continual. I've done my last few videos have been on it because it's a hot topic. You know, the matchmaking system's broken. People aren't happy. You know, some people say, I'll lose one fight and I'm getting put into the... My last video, I put a link up there. How to get into the PvE servers. So, even though my experience is fine and I'm now in PvE games, saying that, I did get shot in the back last game, but that rarely happens. I'm now in PvE games. It's not the same for everybody, for whatever the reason. And that is upsetting a lot of people.
I think the division... There is a division. And I really hate this, oh my god, we need a PvE server. These people don't realize that they will be completely bored within a month. because they just do whatever they want without any consequences. And that's it. Now, I'm not a PvP player. I avoid PvP at all costs, and I can. But I also think that the PvP adds so much on top of the PvE that without it, the game is just boring. It is. Now, do I become a toxic little asshole when I get killed by someone? Of course I do. Of course. Which is also why I don't do PvP. I would get banned for being a toxic little asshole. But that's the thing. There's a reason why the game is PvEVP. Because otherwise the game would be boring as hell.
And then you got the competition. Marathon, Sand, Raiders of Sophie, and Tarkov, the console edition. Now, Marathon, I've been following this game quite closely. I'm an Xbox guy. I like Halo. Big Halo fan. I like Bungie. So I'm looking to see what they're going to do. I even played a little...
I will only make videos about Marathon to make fun of it because it's so shit. It looks so shit.
little bit of Destiny. This is essentially Bungie's take on the extraction shooter. It is, I mean, they say it's not a hero shooter because they want to get away from the whole Concord issues and the negativity around hero shooters off the back of Concord, but it is a hero shooter. You're picking your different characters. You know, they originally had names and they took the names away, but they're distinct looking characters. They're not, I mean, they call them shells, but they're distinct looking characters. They're trying to edge away from the whole hero thing. But outside of that, the game looks good. It's not, I'm going to get slaughtered in it.
It's ugly as hell.
It's fast, it's action paced. It's not my type of game, really, but I'm going to give it a play. So March the 5th, that's 30 days from the time recording this video when Bungie launches Marathon, and that's the big one. So it's had a rough development, Marathon, but right now, things are looking good. In the new videos, people are excited about it. People are talking positively about it. And the recent tests have been quite positive. They got proximity chatting, which they didn't have before. Solo queue for people who don't want to do the squads thing. And I like the Rook mode. It's almost like a free loadout.
Imagine having a multiplayer game and having proximity chat as a feature that you know, that you have to advertise because you didn't have it before. Jesus. Man.
Where you are put in towards the end of the match and you can essentially just go around being a loot goblin. I really do like that, and that's probably where I'm really just going to focus on. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to be getting it. I'm going to be getting that. All right, you lovely Arc Raider crew, quick old timer ad break before we jump back into it. If you want to support the channel and join the Arc Raider, it's your one bounty. If you don't want to, it's cool. This releases March 2026. I've only seen a little bit of this game. 2020.
Okay, which game?
Let's get back into it. So Sand, Raiders of Sophie. This releases March 2026. I've only seen a little bit of this game, but it's not a Tarkov clone. You're essentially using giant mech walkers called tramplers. It's like a steampunk game set in 1910, and you build your own walking fortress and you try to extract with the loot. Look,
that sounds interesting.
It's quite interesting. It's something different. Is it going to be direct competition for Arc Raiders? Probably not, but it's just another extraction shooter that's getting a little bit of buzz that's on the horizon that I think is quite interesting. You guys might be interested in having a look at it. And of course, Tarkov. Now, Tarkov, they call Tarkov the original big...
I played it. It's I have a couple of hundred of hours of Tarkov. I'm done with that game.
Big Daddy, the original extraction shooter. Whether it was or not, people might say Division or Tarkov before that. No, I'm not getting into all that. All I know is that Tarkov is loved within the extraction shooter community. I actually want to play it, but I'm going to wait till...
Yes, it is, but only by the hardcore players. If you're a casual, you don't. I know because I'm a casual.
Console version. I'm not going to get it on PC. I'm going to let all the bugs be sorted out and all the issues be sorted out. Then I'm going to give it a try on console. I've heard it's super hardcore. I've heard it's super difficult. Is that going to have an effect on Arc Raiders? I'm sure some people. I mean, I'm going to give it a go. All of these games I'm going to give it a go because I'm now into extraction shooters. So I think March 2026, that's where it's going to be interesting. Marathon launches, Sand launches mid-March. it's interesting to see where things are going to go. You know, new shiny games from big studios, cheating server issues, streamers going to Marathon. I've heard that Peanut is going to be going to Marathon. I don't watch that content. I've seen clips of it on Facebook Shorts, seen a few videos. Not really for me, I don't think, but it's not for my age group, is it? I don't think. But I have heard that he's going to be going to Marathon because everybody talks about him in the group. Sand offers something really unique and different. I don't know if these are going to have an effect on Arc Raiders or not, but it's just interesting to talk about it. I think by September 2026, Arc Raiders will have found its core audience. This is where the diehards, the people who love Arc Raiders and are not going to leave, will be. For me, this is the first...
Really? So long? I think it already has a core. And if the people that want to change the game leave, I think that's a good thing. Because they will not... Then the voices that want to change this game will be not as loud, and then the game won't change. And then, you know, people that like Arc Raiders get more Arc Raiders.
Time I found my multiplayer game. I've always said that. People have had their Destiny that they've played for years. They've had their Overwatch that they've played for years. They've had the Apex Legends. I've never had that. I've got that with Arc Raiders. It's going to be interesting to look back on this video. Maybe Arc Raiders completely explodes even more, which is going to be a nightmare for us content creators.
It already is.
Taking all of our views. Everybody's doing a video. Everyone and their mum's doing a video. It's like when I started this channel, it's like every video was getting like 8,000 views. Now the views has just petered off a little bit because literally everybody with a phone is got an Arc Raiders channel. So,
Great.
do you know what? I should have done Marathon Old Timers, as I said in another video. Now, of course, all games lose players after launch. That's normal. And the console launch for Tarkov, I think it'll be big because people are now interested in extraction shooters. You could say people like me who've never looked at them before are now interested in extraction shooters. And March is quite harsh timing as well.
He's right there. And Escape from Tarkov is well known for years already. And it's known to be hardcore, so a lot of people might actually really go for it on console. On PC, I think the max player base for Tarkov was already reached.
For these games to come out. 2 major competitors in the same month. Did Arc Raiders peak in November and will never again get those numbers? I don't know. I'm not sure. It's interesting to see where the streamers go, because even though I don't watch streamers, the streamer economy does matter, doesn't it? No big streamers, no visibility. Some people could say that will lead to a slow death. Now, for somebody like me who's got a really, really, really small Arc Raiders channel, that's brilliant, because then I get the core audience. The big streamers do matter, don't they? And that could bring the game down. I could be completely wrong. I hope I am. You know I love Arc Raiders. It's just, I'm just presenting a different topic, something different for us to think about. Do you know what I mean? The game's not going to die. It's not over. I'm just being realistic, having a chat, and being comfortable talking about those awkward Arc Raider conversations that maybe other Arc Raider content creators won't talk about. Do you know what I mean? Well, let me know what you think. It's just a chat. I love the game. You know I'm going to be topside. If I'm not here in September, come back to this video and literally slap me in the face. All right? If you enjoyed the content, click the like button, share it, subscribe if you are new. Please, if you appreciate what I've been doing with Arc Raiders, if you appreciate the Arc Raiders Old Timers community, please consider supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. Links are in the description. You can support via Patreon, where you get t-shirts, mugs, pens, all sorts of stuff. Stream with me. You can support by becoming a YouTube member.
Okay. Yeah, I disagree with the player base being down. It's not. I also disagree with the game is, I don't know, losing a player base. It's not. It's losing some players, definitely. But overall, it's getting more new players than old players leave. It's that simple. And people that leave for reasons. They might be, people that only want a PvE mode. if they leave, okay, then they leave. If people are hardcore PvP players and they leave, that's fine. The game is literally not made for those kinds of people. It's literally the middle. The people that want both. Or at least they want one thing and tolerate the other thing. Because it's, you know, the little extra on top. The cherry on top of the ice cream. Yeah, that's what I think. What do you think, chat? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Comment on YouTube or Rumble. And if you like this video, subscribe. Like. The usual.